Hey pups, what's up? It's Kumarai Fang here. Welcome to my midnight painting session. In a spur of the moment while watching The Good Witch, I had a sudden urge to grab my brushes and paint something. I didn't have too many colors, but I rolled with what I had. Everything I used in this video will be listed in the description box below. So, let's get our Bob Ross on. First, I took my 1-inch brush, some black paint, and a small touch of purple. Then I started making crisscross strokes at the top of my canvas. If you try this yourself, make sure you have enough paint, especially if your paint is loose like Nicole's craft paint. Found myself going back for a lot of it. After that, I took some black paint and a lot more purple paint and began to make a small lake. Since it's a nighttime scene, I wanted to differentiate the water from the sky a bit. I painted a bit more purple just to make sure I did. Next, using my angled brush, I took a bit of grass green paint and started making bushes around my little body of water. I also added a bit more to my sky with my 1-inch brush. Next, with white paint, I made rocks at the end of the lake. Since this was wet on wet painting, the paint picked up some of the purplish black from the lake. The brush strokes created the dimensions for them. Oh, and I can't forget the water line I put in. Okay, onto the area to the left. Using my flat brush and making crisscross strokes with the bright green paint, I put in a little field of grass. As I made contact with the sky part, I wasn't concerned about things being even. It's not like I'm painting someone's front lawn. Then, using the same color, I painted some tree trunks. I didn't use a lot of pressure while doing this because I wanted to make the illusion that those trees were off in the distance. Moving on from that, I took my yellow and put some highlights on the bushes. I tried to be careful so the yellow wouldn't overpower the green. Then, using the dirty brush, I added the details onto my evergreen trees. After seeing how dark they were turning out, I wanted to make some of them pop more. So I lightly tapped on some grass green on one of my trees, accidentally painted magenta over 2 more, then painted over it with more of the grass green. I don't remember if it was to cover up my mistake or because I didn't have any other colors, but I then used the magenta to add a tree to the foreground, as well as a few water lilies to the lake. Next, with my round brush, I added a moon using white paint. It was originally going to be a crescent moon, but I changed my mind shortly after I started painting it. After that, I mixed my white paint with a bit of black and painted in some clouds. Then I decided to highlight the clouds with the magenta. Not sure why I did that, but hey, it turned out nice. After adding another water lily, I then used grass green to add some lily pads. After that, I pulled out my angled brush, loaded it with yellow paint, and began tapping some leaves onto the big pink tree. To my beloved surprise, as the brush picked up the magenta from the tree bark and the green from the trees in the background, it started to mix the colors together, making it look like autumn. I love autumn just as much, if not more, than I like spring. Now, for the final touch, with the painting done, I grabbed my round brush and some white paint, and put down my initials. With that done, here's how my brother Johnny reacted to my first painting. So, here is my schwanky landscape.
Is it dry?
No.
I like
I
it.
would have murdered you.
Very nice. Very nice. Got some happy little trees.
Yeah, I emulated Bob Ross, and then I realized I have the wrong paints to try and emulate Bob Ross. They're so runny.
Yeah, but they're nice. Yeah, that's cool. Take a picture of it. Put it on Facebook.
It's gonna be a YouTube video.
Is that still recording?
Yes.
www.patreon.com/kumarinfiag.
Oh my
Twitter.com/kumarinfiag.
That's a right, dipshit.
YouTube assault gone wrong, gone sexual. Okay, I'm leaving now.
Thank you, Pups, so much for clicking on this video. I hope my narration didn't bore you all to tears. Anyways, let me know if you liked this. If you did, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. I think it would be nice to paint again, as well as do other kinds of videos. Never really stopped to consider anything outside of music criticism before, so this was refreshing. Before I go, I just want to give a shout out to my supporters on Patreon, as well as a special thanks to Louis Rivera, Matt Jenkins, Nick Cage, Ryan Eister, and Temple. Thank you, Pups, for the wonderful support. I truly appreciate it. I will see y'all again with the next project, but until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a howling good time. Woo!